summarized in a very quick period of time what went on over, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. And it was very up and down. It was not an easy process. I wish that I could sit and tell someone, do this, do this, do this, do this, in a nice little neat format about how to try and change an organization from one that acts mostly on special cause to one that really is analyzing the system and trying to change the system. But it's not that simple. It's you have politics, you have people, you have emotions, of course you have children in the whole mix. And what I felt like at the time is we would take 2 or 3 steps forward and take 1 or 2 steps back. And I guess the advice I would have for people is that you kind of have to get rooted in the philosophy and then be patient and persistent and keep pushing and pushing and look for those areas where you can make gains and not be willing to go jump off a building when you don't succeed and have to take a couple of steps back. We kept pressing, we kept highlighting those people who we thought were exemplifying what we wanted. And over a period of a couple of years, it I guess just kind of clicked, and people actually didn't question it anymore. And this came with a lot of work in terms of continuing to educate people over and over and over and over again. And we continued to learn new things by bringing people like Myron Tribus and Brian Cole and lots of other people. I mean, Monta and I and several others actually got the opportunity early on to go to a Deming conference and listen to Dr. Deming. So it really was persistence and in continuing to push it and not wavering on the fact that this is the direction that we want to go.
One of the things that's so important about this story and the Leander way of implementing quality learning throughout their district is that they're about the only example I know of worldwide of continually applying these concepts in a very purposeful way over a very long period of time. We don't normally see that. We often see people treat just about any improvement effort as a fad, and so they begin something and 2 or 3 years later then they're off to something else, and after they do that 2 or 3 times then they wonder why teachers and administrators no longer get excited about new concepts or no longer want to get on board because they're afraid it's just all going to go away tomorrow. But in Leander you don't see that. You see a continued effort of focusing on learning as the key, and students, and everything else revolves around that. And it's that constancy of purpose that Dr. Deming talked about that's formed the key to, I believe, their success over a long period of time.